900% increase in. Bianca, tell us, this report in the Federalist, and if we can get it up into the live chat on the screen, 900% increase in COVID cases in the Rio Grande Valley. Tell us what's going on down in the Rio Grande Valley with this invasion, ma'am.
Well, Steve, remember I talked about this back in April when you had me come on, and I said, people were calling it a crisis. And I said, Steve, this isn't a crisis, it's an invasion. And I reported back in August that we were at about 600,000 apprehensions. And now, as of July 10th, we were told we were at 1.1 million apprehensions. That's averaging 6,000 apprehensions per day. We are being told by reading by the CB Border Patrol agents that 50% of single adults can't be deported right now because Mexico is not taking them back. And we've got about 250,000 who have gotten away, and we don't know who they are. So those are the ones that, on the bailouts and so this week alone, we had 80 large groups consisting of 100 or more people just walking across. We are literally being invaded, and I keep saying that. And they wonder why we are in the position that we're in right now. The COVID they do have a spike up in the Rio Grande Valley with COVID cases. Well, you can imagine why, because these people are coming and no one is keeping them out. No one is telling them anything. Now, Steve, I was at the state capitol yesterday testifying in front of our House representatives and one of our senators who are going to be preparing some bills for this special session to finish the wall and close the border. And they wanted to hear from, we had two sheriffs, myself, we had Jason Jones, we had several people who are pretty much keeping up with what's going on. And it's sad to say that the sheriff's department are still not getting the resources that they need. And they said the state of Texas has received billions of dollars for COVID. And the House reps are trying to figure out how to get some of that money for resources with what's going on in the border. And we told them, just shut it down. We don't understand. We have a majority House, majority Senate, and we have what we think in leadership with Governor Abbott, Lieutenant Governor. You think that we have a Republican heavy state, and yet we can't get this under control. We can't handle it. He can't shut the border. Now, I know he went to Del Rio and said, hey, we're going to go ahead and put up a wall. Steve, it's not a wall. He put a chain link fence up. Well, the cartels can cut right through that. That was nonsense. It's a waste of money. Yesterday, Jason Jones testified that I think he's only activated about 500 of our National Guard when they said, look, we've got about 25 to 50,000 National Guard. Why are they not down there at the border helping DPS and preventing these people from continuing to come in?
Bianca, I know you're very close to the grassroots down there. Are working class Hispanics, even Democrats, working class Hispanics, are they had a belly full of this? Are they outraged as other people throughout the nation of what's happening to them down there with the invasion, with people coming across that are not vaccinated, people coming across that have COVID and not being tested? What's this feel on the ground down there among working class Hispanics?
We are actually starting to see that some of the Democrats, mayors and local representatives, elected officials in small little towns, they're starting to sue the Biden administration. They can't handle it. Their counties cannot handle it. They have no resources. They testified yesterday. They said, look, we don't have the gel. We don't have the space. We cannot continue to, we just can't. We're trying to hire deputies at $18 an hour? That's not enough to deal with what's happening. So there is a lot of Democrats that are pretty much especially the mayors, are starting to speak up and saying, there is a problem down here and you guys are ignoring it. I think, look, Steve, we saw it right here in 2020, upsurge in numbers of people who voted for Donald Trump. You are going to see another big spike of Hispanics voting on a conservative basis. We have Hispanics that are pretty much signing up to run for office at all levels. I mean, I've never seen this many Hispanics at a conservative level signing up to run for council, mayor. I mean, they're running for everything from, down from always say from the doghouse to the courthouse. They are running for every single position, and it is statewide. Amen. I am seeing an uproar. Amen. So I think Hispanics are saying we're fed up. We're fed up.
They ought to be. Bianca, how do people get, I know you're Latinas for Trump, how do people get to you? What's your social media? We got to bounce. Great report. How do people follow you during the day?
Steve, they can follow me at Bianca for Texas at any social media platform, and you can always go and reach us at LatinoTrumpCoalition.org.
You're doing a fabulous job. Thank you for coming on the War Room.
Always. Thank you, Steve.